All right, final round of the draft. We get to play again. Oh, well, no, actually, this hand's perfect. I was gonna say no green mana, but I don't know what I'm talking about. This hand is perfect. I guess I'm the king of the opening hand with Arlen Cord and our one mountain. Yeah, this hand is really just as optimal as you could possibly ask for. Opponent says, hi, hi. Oops. Oh, no, they didn't say hi, hi. Sorry. They said HLHF, which I assume meant good luck, have fun, but they accidentally. You get it. You know what I'm talking about. I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy. Ooh. Red-blue spells in the finals. Shouldn't be surprising, I suppose. Like I said, my favorite archetype from Triple Shadows over Innistrad was definitely red-blue, Rise from the Tides. Unfortunately, you only get one pack to get Rise from the Tides now, but Eldritch Moon added a lot of cool-looking blue-red cards. All right. So we'll go Arlen. And pass. Could have played it safe with Arlen, but there's just a lot of red and blue things that can kind of deal with it, whether it be a burn spell or a bounce spell, so let's just play it. Make him deal with it immediately. If he can't, then we'll let it get out of control for as long as we can. Let's not invest too much in Arlen here. We'll just do what we can with her. Obviously, if my opponent attacks her, we'll double block. We've got grapple next turn, which we can do pre-combat to kind of see what we need. All right, opponent decided. Opponent waited a while, but then played Mad Prophet. I don't know if they're double queuing or what exactly, but oh, both attacking Arlen. Well, in that case, we're gonna chump the Mangler and trade with the Mad Prophet. Sounds good to me. Ooh, Dusk Feaster. That's pretty sweet. So let's go ahead and kill this thing now. Maybe I should have grappled first. I guess it doesn't matter. Let's grapple now. See what we need. Ooh, well. Don't mind if I do. Thank you. And we have Delirium. Well, that is pretty sexy. I think we're actually going to keep the Supplicant back, just in case of any hasty nonsense. Because why lose Arlen to a hasty card for 2 damage? When you have the 2 most bomb spells in your hand. Grapple has been phenomenal. I admit, we got pretty lucky there that we hit a land and enchantment when we already had a creature, and then we got the instant. But still, that was like the most perfect grapple with the past a boy could ask for. So now I guess I want to play Dusk Feaster. So I could use Supplicant. I guess technically we are ahead on life total. Do I need a swamp to play the graph? Yeah, I guess we do kind of need it in case we draw our 6-drop. So, all right. I think we're actually going to play Ishkana in case he has an answer for Dusk Feaster. Makes more sense to get a ton of dudes that can block the Geist. So let's just get... I mean, I could also pump Arlen Cord, but I'd rather Transformer. Transformers. All right, let's play Ishkana. And we're going to play our land now for sure because then we can start going to town with Ishkana. Implying I'm saying the target opponent loses 1 life ability. And I definitely wanted to play Ishkana instead of Dusk Feaster, like I said, because if he has some sort of tap down or kill ability for Dusk Feaster, he has to get by 4 reach guys before he can get to our Arlen. Captive is already in the position where I can flip too, which is just awesome. If we draw a land, we can play Captive plus Dusk Feaster next turn, which is also fantastic. Sure. So I could triple block the Mercurial Geist, which I think I'm actually going to do. My opponent wants to play, to kill all 3 of my spiders. I think this is fine. He plays another instant to do it. That's no problem. Like currently we lose 2 spider. We trade 2 spiders and an Ishkana for a lightning axe. Okay. So he kills all our guys now. But we basically, we traded 3 cards. No, 2 cards. No, 3 cards. We traded 3 cards for 1 card. Admitted it was a mythic, but we just got rid of like his whole board. I think we're fine. Deal with that. And now we get to swing and play Dusk Feaster plus Captive, which is really good. Let's just make sure. 1, 2, 4, 5. Plus this guy, pass. Next turn we get to swing for a lot. I mean, opponent busted some cooldowns there, to be sure. Thermal Alchemist is quite good. It's a good way to deal with Arlen. All right, let's pump our Supplicant, I guess. So I want Arlen to be out of range. Oh, I forgot this had Defender. I wanted to transform it during combat, but that was a mistake. All right. It's not a huge deal, but I'm going to have to remember that. It's just so unusual for me to see a werewolf with Defender. But yeah. So what I should have done was paid the 7 mana using the captive. Well, then I wouldn't have been able to attack with it. I guess this way I get to transform it and use Supplicant, but I don't think it's that good. I mean, it's gonna kill our opponent, but obviously not the optimal play here. I still think we're just in such a commanding lead here that I can't imagine a scenario where my opponent can possibly win. Yeah. Okay. So, opponent's got a cool looking little red-blue value spells deck. Sideboard options at our disposal. I don't think we have much, right? I think well, this guy's not very good against his his Mercurial Geist, but we probably still want it over I still am standing behind Primal Druid's probably not a very good card. Even in a deck like this that is running 16 lands and has an off-color spell. Probably not that good. So let's just bring in the Swift Spinner. Expect there to probably be more flyers. And I guess, it still has synergy with Ishkanah too, but that's pretty deep synergy. All right. I'm amazed this is worth 6 tickets. It is a mythic. Is there speculation that this could possibly see constructed play? That seems unlikely to me, but who knows? All right, let's try this. Yeah, we'll keep this. Obviously we don't have our second color, but we also have a grip full of cards that we can play at some point, so let's keep it. I guess Hunter and Swift Spinner work kind of well together, don't they? Ooh, it's a timely swamp draw. Ah, Exultant Cultist. That's a good emerge card. Yeah, that card's pretty strong. All right. Guess we're going to lose our Graph Rat. I don't really want to play an aim high here. All right. Let's get our Hunter down. Yeah, this card seems really strong. Pyrohound. Very good card for that deck. All right, so we're going to flip our Hunter and leave up Swift Spinner. As well as aim high. So it can transform this now, which is really scary. This thing is pretty brutal. I don't really have a way to deal with it in our deck either. We only have the Boon of Emiracles, Is that what they're called? Yes. As removal spells, and as long as he has 6 mana up, he can transform in response. So I guess ideal situation is he plays something and we draw a Boon of Emrakul, so we can just take care of this threat now. All right, we're going to block. I mean, this is perfect for us. That was a really unwise move. If he'd been patient with that, that would have worked out infinitely better for him. So I guess I can attack for 5 here. Leave up the Swift Spinner to block the Cultist. I guess we do that. So yes, what our opponent should have done was pass and left up the transform cost just so he could have all his mana up when he transformed, which would have worked a lot better. Okay. All right. So if I play the Witch and the Patrol, I have to flip this back, which I don't really want to do. But I can at least offer the trade with the Pyrehound if I do. And if I don't draw any action, I can always flip this back. I kind of want to threaten a block against the Pyrehound, but I also want to put a bunch of dudes on the board. But then these dudes can't attack into Pyrehound either. Whereas the one of the pack can. I think we're just going to play the Wicker Witch. We may have to take another hit here, but I want my one of the pack to stay one of the pack. And I'd rather trade a Wicker Witch for Cultist than a Patrol. I think I will offer the trade. Because I mean, I could take 5 minimum here, but I'm not sure if that's for the best. Does get to draw here, but Mm-hmm. And Mercurial guys. Okay. Jeez. That's scary. So we got to flip my guy anyway? Jeez. Well, I do have Reach, but Reach doesn't do much against the 1-3, which was the fear in the first place. So I guess I want to flip my guys. I want to flip my guy back so I can at least block the Pyre Hound. Yeah, he's got a lot of things that must be dealt with. Sheesh. Seems really strong. So, kind of like Ishkanah or bust here, huh? If we draw Ishkanah, though, we can get Wailing Ghoul into it and likely get Delirium. Otherwise, I guess we're pretty much dead. Oh, and he flipped our guy back again. Jeez. That's strong. And we didn't get Ishkanah. Bummer. Huh. I guess we're dead. Is there any way I can live? I don't think so. I guess we play them both. And then if my opponent's got nothing, maybe we live? Duelist? Jeez. Oh, we got myrtleized here. Even with our opponent screwing up the Smoldering Werewolf. Alchemist Greeting too? Wow. Opponent's deck is pretty sweet. Didn't even have to play the Duelist. Just destroying us, showing us cards. Not a care in the world. All right. We are very dead. Still don't think we have a sideboard, though. So, gotta keep it the same here. Fortunately for us, Swift Spinner at least looks like it's got some applications here if he's got the 2-1 can't block except flyers, so that's good. Unfortunately, opponent's deck looks pretty sweet, so it's not going to be an easy match. All right. What do we got? One mountain. Well, it's not going to do it. Yeah, this one will do it, though. Yeah. Yeah, actually, this is fine. So what we get to do is play Fork in the Road, and we even get to put our mountain or swamp in the graveyard, and we get to grapple with the past it back. So oh, well, there you go. There you have it. So why don't we, I guess, Fork in the Road first in case Wailing Ghoul hits. Yeah, that makes sense. So put this in our hand, and I guess we'll dump a forest. This just basically makes it so Wailing Ghoul can't hit our red mana. Uh-oh. Thermo Alchemist. Alright, let's play Wailing Ghoul. Okay. So, Scavenger can bring back Supplicant, I guess. At some point. I can also grapple back Swift Spinner, which I'm not sure is worth it. And we can give ourselves Delirium at this point as well. Alright. Well. I kind of want to deal with the Thermo Alchemist before I play Arlinn Kord. I'm not sure if I'm going to have that luxury, though. Let's grapple, I guess. Could find Graft Rats. Or whatever they're called, rats. Ooh, got Ishkanah again. Well, that's pretty sweet. Alright. I like that. Yeah, I feel like, well, we lost one of our Boon of Imricles. But, I mean, we've got a game plan now, which is really nice, right? Because Ishkanah is a one-man win con. And the reason I didn't play Arlinn is plussing it doesn't seem... I mean, plussing it would have been okay. I just feel like... Oh. Jeez. It's pretty sweet turn 3 value. I guess I'd still much rather him Lightning Axe my Wailing Ghoul than Lightning Axe my Ishkanah. Right? Alright. I don't think that was a good move by my opponent either. What he wanted to do was attack with the Occultist first because you exile the top card, so he's not going to be able to play this spell now. Well, I spoke too soon. No, actually I didn't. He would have wanted to play that mountain instead. Alright, let's just get Ishkanah, get our value on right here. So I play the Scavenger. The best creature to bring back, I suppose, is a Supplicant still. Alright, if he's only got one card left, I think it's time to play Arlinn. Problem is... Yeah. If I play Arlinn, he at least gets to double shock it. There's a good chance he just gets to kill it. My other option is pump the Ishkana. He can still triple block it. No, actually, he can't block with the Hunter. Okay. Maybe that's my best move. Just start pumping Arlen Cord and swinging. Otherwise, I play a Solitary Hunter, but I think I need him to start. I think Arlen Cord's got to be some damage absorption at the moment, so let's just play Arlen. She's got to suck up some damage, so let's give Vigilance and Haste to Ishkana, and we'll swing for 5. An opponent can't block and kill it. Like I said, Arlen's got to be a bit of a damage absorption at the moment. An opponent cannot deal with Ishkana, so we've got that going for us. I mean, I don't know what I really want to grapple with the pass back now. I guess Swift Spinner is my best, but still have a shot at finding a rat, which I guess would be ideal. Because then we can go into full-fledged Chittering Host mode. So I wouldn't mind drawing a land. Oh my god. That's pretty awesome for my opponent. Multiple Alchemists. Full Metal Alchemists. All right. What do we got here? Graph Rats. There we go. All right, all right, all right. So we can grapple into Graph Rats. I think we're still plussing. This way, if my opponent somehow kills Ishkana, I can bring it back with Grapple of the Past, which seems really good. So why don't we play Graph Rats right now, and then I can end of turn grapple. I mean, at this point, I really don't mind if Ishkana dies. In fact, I encourage it, because grapple on that would be great. I also don't have to use grapple, which is important to note. Yeah, I think this is going to work the way I want it to. He is going to deal with Arlen, though, but that's all right. I mean, like I said, Arlen at this point did her job. She's soaked up a bunch of damage. What is this, her 5th point of damage she's soaked up so far? Something like that. Which is a lot better than going at our face. And I think my opponent's going to do the first strike pump effect, which is fine. Yeah. So Ishkana's going to die, but we're going to grapple with the Past It back. And we're going to get more spiders. Uh-oh. Oh, good. Opponent already played land again. So we grapple. Let's get back. Mr. Ishkana once again. Just Doing all sorts of work for us. All right. So is the scavenger with Graph Rat going to do everything we needed to do? I assume so. We're going to have 8 attackers. No, that's not right. 7 attackers, because these meld. Which is still a lot, as it turns out. We're also a land away from just 2-turn clock with Ishkana himself, herself. I don't know what the gender of the Ishkana is. Let's just assume non-binary, right? Right? There's your 2016 answer. Okay. 7th land. All right, well, let's just kill our opponent then. We don't even need... We can just kill them in 2 turns. All right, so let's just use Ishkanan now. So we maximize our damage here. All right. I don't think we're dead, though, right? Let's see what our opponent does. So I'm at 6. If I play the Scavenger, I still... So we can block with Graph Rats, because I can just play Scavenger and then replay Rats, and then I still... Okay, so that's important to note. So I think that means we just need to go like this, go like this, and go like this. This way, he deals 2 damage to us. He kills 1 spider. Yeah, I think this is fine. Okay. Let's go for the big play here. So we go Scavenger into Rats, meld. Oh no, Galvanic Bombardment. So if I had paid 7 mana, I could have taken my opponent to 1. Well, he still would have been able to kill my spider in response. I guess we would have lost either way there. Close game though, geez. If I attack with everything, you can just block those and take 3 and go to 1. That's not good enough. Alright. Looks like opponent got us. It was a close one. Real close. I mean, I don't think it gets much closer than that. Especially given that my opponent's clock is practically non-existent. Yeah, I'm not too upset with that loss. I mean, my opponent had a great deck and really had to basically have the removal spell with the 1 mana right at the right time. So extremely close. Even with Arlinn Court absorbing 6 damage, we still lost. So as I said during the thing, I thought Thermo Alchemist looked like just a phenomenally powerful card. I think people were very much underrating this, especially limited resources during their evaluation of it. They really, in my opinion, undervalued how good this card is. I think this card is phenomenally powerful. I mean, if someone wants to do the math on how much these Thermo Alchemists did, it's well in the double digits by never attacking once and being able to block. It's really, really strong. Our deck was sweet too. Opponent got us. It was obviously very close. Hope you enjoyed watching it, folks. Expect just a bajillion, you heard me right, more Eldritch Moon drafts in the months to follow. So enjoy that. Thanks a lot, folks. We'll see you soon.